with about 20 feet short. So your score at the end of 3, Siegel 47, 11 and 27. Homecoming night at Campbell Brandon Gymnasium. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
Another game to follow as the Stars and the Blue Devils are warming up for the second game tonight.
Boy, it's starting to fill up.
Well, it is. Pretty good crowd in here now.
We normally don't have a lot of folks back here with us during the girls' game, but we do today. And Lebanon takes possession to start this fourth quarter. Andrews inbounds to Brooks in the backcourt, and we're underway. As Clyde mentioned, 47-27. Lebanon trails by 20, but they do have the ball in a full fourth quarter to go. House on the right wing, guarded closely by Faulkner. Siegel switches back to a man-to-man out of that 2-3 zone. Andrews out high. I'll dribble around the left side. Have it taken away by Allison Wright. Bounce pass, kicked by Ebony Marshall, but actually not a bad play as Jones was open on that backside on a 2-on-1 break. So Marshall got a foot on the ball, and they'll have it out of bounds underneath their own basket. Siegel set the inbounds. Inbounds to Jones, right inside the lane, kicks it back to Wright. She'll drive to the baseline, try to dish it across, taken away by Ebony Marshall. Couple extra steps, no call. She'll stop and pop from 7. That ball deflected, no good. Tips back in. London Eli had it momentarily, but Wright takes it away. Here comes Siegel the other way in a hurry. Try to go down low. Great hands that time by Jasmine Brooks. Deflected it the other way. And unfortunately got a spectator right in the front row. And everybody has a little laugh, including
Brooks
Jasmine.
got up in the honor ladder and slapped that one out of there.
I believe she took out a few foul frustrations on that one. Brooks able to get a hand on that bad boy. Here's Allison right out high, working on Ebony Marshall. Feeds in the corner to Siegenthaler, guarded by Brooks. Out high to Parrott. They're looking for the dump down low to Jones. Siegenthaler, long three-pointer right side. Bounces around, no good. Crystal House with the rebound for Lebanon. She'll take it all the way into the front court. Cut off there by Faulkner. She'll stop and pop from 10, but she's hacked on the arm, and she'll shoot 2.
I think that's Faulkner. It is. It's 4.
Boy, as Eddie Vogler says, get them any way you can. Free throw line's just as good. So Crystal House will step back and try to cut this lead under 20 as Lebanon trails 47-27. Glad you guys could join us on homecoming night here at Campbell Brandon Gymnasium. It's a bleak forecast for Friday. Crystal House free throw up and good. Cuts the lead to 19. Faulkner to the bench, and back into the game is Gerhardt. And Crystal House second free throw in the air off the back of the iron. Bounces around, no good. Jones with a rebound for Siegel. She hands off to Wright, and Wright in a hurry the other way. All the way in the front court, Siegenthaler, a little 14-footer from the left side is good.
Her first points of the game.
Well, she was a big defensive presence in the first meeting between these two clubs, but has been extremely quiet this evening. Jasmine Brooks in the front court, guarded by Allison Wright. Boy, she palmed and had it taken away by Allison Wright. Wright in a hurry the other way. Up and off the glass and good, and Brooks fortunate not to pick up that 4.
This girl, Wright, is really coming on as a player.
She is extremely heady as far as defensive angles to take to cut off passing lanes. Reminds me a lot of Jasmine Brooks minus the quickness. Crystal House on the right side, guarded closely by Gerhardt. Finally dribbles around on her, stops at the free throw line, loses it. Then Parrott corrals it for the Lady Stars. Gets it back to Wright. Wright in a hurry the other way. Blows by Brooks. She'll stop top of the key. Dish it in the far corner. Siegenthaler fakes a 3. Back out front to Wright. Penetrate. Kick it down low to Parrott. Little short jumper up and off the glass and good. No way to defend that pass. London Eli.
15 for Parrott.
London Eli in there, but nothing she could do, Clyde. Got pinned. Here's Brooks. Boy, and this Devilettes squad really looks tired.
They do. They're really looking tired right now.
Brooks works the point on Wright between the rings. Feeds right side to Crystal House. House guarded out there by Gerhardt. Looking for a cutter. Had Eli momentarily in a 5-second call as House did not dribble. And the count was on, so turnover gives it back to the Lady Stars. Shot troops in for the Lady Stars. Siegenthaler to the bench, Parrott to the bench, Wagner back in, and Spurlock back in.
They've been jumping to these bigger kids all night long, and that'll tire you out before the ball game's over.
Well, it will. When you got them all over you, it kind of tends to get you a little fatigued. Here's Wright. She'll penetrate, dish down low. First shot up for Spurlock is good. Timeout, Lebanon. We'll take it with them. Your score from Lebanon High School. Lebanon trails Siegel 55-28 with 5:07 to go in the ball game. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout. Counting here in the fourth, Lebanon trails 55-28. Callis works across the timeline, guarded by Spurlock out high. She'll work around top of the key, look for a cutter, instead go right side to Brooks. Boy, Iceland Eli and Claire Wagner battling that low post. I believe they got Wagner with the body on Iceland.
3 on Wagner.
And the foul situation completely reversed from the first half. That's the 8th team foul on Siegel, only 2 on Lebanon.
Well, the free throw shooting is reversed. Lebanon has hit 6 out of 8 here in the second half, where they hit only 4 out of 8 in the first half.
Boy, and they need every point they can. Iceland first free throw up and no good, so she won't get the bonus. Rebound to Spurlock. Spurlock kicks to right, and here we go again for the Lady Stars. Right into the front court, gets it down low to Wagner. Wagner short jumper off the glass, no good. There's Jones, offensive rebound, put back, no good. Wagner backside rebound, put back, no good, but a foul. Boy, it's almost...
Ebony Marshall, that's her third.
Wow, it's almost like calling a volleyball game. You just wonder when the spike's going to come. But Claire Wagner will step to the line to shoot 2, apparently. 6'2" sophomore forward. Boy, she's one of those tall players Clyde alluded to earlier. Free throw up and good.
Her first points of the game.
And they're all just about interchangeable. Spurlock, Wagner, Gerhardt, Faulkner, Jones, they're all same height, same build. Second free throw by Wagner up and good as well. Just come at you in waves. Kind of like Pat Green says, wave on wave. Here's Callis across the timeline. Kicks in the far corner to Ebony Marshall. She works around, guarded by Gerhardt. Nowhere to go. Finally gets it to Brooks. Brooks looking to get it to Iceland Eli down low. Can't do that. Instead kicks it back to Marshall on the right wing. Brooks, long three-pointer, top of the key off the side of the iron, no good. Iceland Eli over the back, no call. Wagner with the rebound for the Lady Stars. She'll hand it off to Allison Wright, and here comes Siegel the other way. Boy, Jasmine Brooks is trying so hard to get that fourth foul. Just can't get it called.
She was over the back that time, big time.
They're not going to call it. Here's Wright out high. Drives on Callis, gets it down low to Wagner. She takes about 4 extra steps, and they finally call the third one. So the traveling turnover gives it back to Lebanon. Into the game for the first time, a little freshman 5'5" guard, Amy Burns. We saw her momentarily back on the 17th over in Siegel. So Amy Burns with her first action of the night. And that lets you know Coach Burns is going deep into the bench, because that's the only player that hasn't played for Siegel this evening. Callis out high, far corner to Ebony Marshall. They're going to call a pushing foul. I think it's Wagner working with position down there on Iceland Eli.
That's 4 on Wagner.
Boy, she's optimized her foul per minute ratio, hadn't she? Really didn't see any action here till the second half, but she's already in the books with 4. Stacey Andrews in, Jasmine Brooks to the bench. To set your Lebanon lineup, Crystal House, Iceland Eli down low.
Iceland's got the 1-and-1 coming.
Boy, and she really needs these. First one up and good. So House, Marshall, Iceland Eli, Brandon Callis, Stacey Andrews, and as soon as I say that, Aquarius Holston checks in for Ebony Marshall, and London Eli checks in for Crystal House. So Andrews, Callis, Eli, and Holston into the game for the Blue Devilettes. Second free throw by Eli up and good as well. So Iceland with 2 big free throws that trip down. Cuts it to 27 at 57-30 with 3:30 and counting here in the ballgame. Allison Wright penetrates, kicks left side to Burns. Burns looks to go high to Wagner. Dragged her foot, no call. Far corner, there's Spurlock. Spurlock works around, gets it back out high to Allison Wright. Wright works on Callis, top of the key. Feeds left side Burns. Boy, she took an extra step down low to Spurlock, and she walked. Are they going to call that one? Finally, my goodness.
Well, that could have been a call to charge just as easily.
Either way, boy, she had that big Roman second step, didn't she?
Almost pushed Eli off the floor.
Well, Takedra Jones goes to the bench, and she is going to be replaced by Siegenthaler. So Siegenthaler, Spurlock, Wagner, Wright, and Burns in the game for Siegel. Here's Andrews, penetrates inside the three-point line, dumps it down low to Eli. She's triple teamed, has it knocked away. Siegenthaler runs it down in the corner, but kicks it out of bounds. So Kristen Siegenthaler, good quick hands that time, just couldn't corral the loose ball on the sideline. Turns it back over to Lebanon. Andrews inbounds to Callis, out high. Back to left side Andrews, down low to Eli on that baseline. Tries to go down low to her sister Iceland. That pass picked off by Wagner. Kicked to right. And here come the Lady Stars in a hurry the other way. Right stops top of the key. Right wing to Spurlock. Back to right. Top of the key. Guarded by Andrews. Kicks in the left corner to Burns. Burns penetrates that baseline. Takes it into the land of the Giants, but steps on the baseline. Turns it over to the Devilettes.
Well, she got under there and had nowhere to go. Lebanon cut her off, and she had to either run over somebody or step on the baseline, which she did the latter.
Don't think they saw that baseline. She kind of had all the light blocked out by the Giants down there. Here's Andrews out high, guarded by Wright. Siegel in that 2-3 zone, becomes 2-1-2 momentarily if somebody pops out high. Here's Callis working on the right wing, guarded by Burns. Amy Burns, 5'5" freshman guard, playing that point. Here's Andrews on the left wing. She'll penetrate down to the baseline, cut off by Wright. Gets it down low to London Eli on the left side. Her shot is up and good. So Eli able to get that entry pass. And
5 for London.
Point blank, put it up and in. 57-32 with 1:47 and counting here in the ball game. Burns on the left side, guarded by Callis. Works around, feeds right side to right. Looks down low for Wagner, but she's shut off by Aquarius Huddleston. Long three-pointer left side. Siegenthaler just touches the iron. Battle for the rebound. Jump ball possession there on Siegel. So Burns in there scrapping on the offensive boards. Able to draw a tie-up out of it. And here's Siegel inbounds down low. Got it to Gerhardt. That's deflected out of bounds by Iceland Eli. And we'll do it all over again from the other side of the basket. Here's Siegenthaler. Looking for somewhere to go. Boy, in London, Eli had an elbow wrapped around Danielle Spurlock. That far side official with a keen eye caught that as they went across the lane. The foul on Eli is
3 on London Eli.
Just 4 on London, though. There's Spurlock in the low post. Kicks back to Siegenthaler. Long two-pointer, no good. Backside rebound. Wagner kicks it to Burns. Short jumper, side of the iron, no good. Andrews over the back, no call. Deflected out of bounds. Stays with Siegel. Boy, Lebanon just absolutely struggling to rebound with this Siegel squad. As Clyde mentioned, much taller group and very effective at hitting the glass. Timeout on the floor. Siegel leads Lebanon 57-32 on homecoming night from Campbell Brandon Gymnasium. You're listening to Lebanon High School basketball on WANT FM 98.9 WCOR AM 1490. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
We are proud to be your community bank. Wilson Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
And back to action, a quick timeout that time, and from the left side, Anna Grace Gerhardt nails a 3. So Siegel goes up 60-32. That's a big three-pointer out of that timeout for Siegel. Here's Blackburn. Kicks it to Andrews. Callis on the left wing. They're looking for Huddleston down low. Instead go far side to Andrews. Andrews kicks to Blackburn on the right side. Under a minute to go. Lebanon down by 28. Skip pass all the way across to Callis. Baseline jumper off the glass. Goes down for Brandon Callis. So Brandy nails one to knock it down to 26 at 60-34 with 45 seconds of counting. Siegenthaler work across the timeline for the Lady Stars. Guarded by Andrews. Kicks near side Danielle Spurlock. Guarded by Iceland Eli. Straight man-to-man by the Devilettes the majority of this ball game. Down low, there's Burns on the backside. Oh, short jumper, no good. Backside rebound that time by Gerhardt. It's deflected out of bounds, but it last touched by Siegel, so a turnover gives it back to the Devilettes with 27.2 seconds to go here in the ball game. Andrews inbounds to Brandon Callis. Callis will work across the timeline, 24 and counting. Skip pass across to Blackburn. Looks for Huddleston down low. Blackburn penetrates, kicks it back Andrews. Long three-pointer right side. Rolls around and good. So
Andrews' first points of the game.
Her first points. So a big 3 for Stacey Andrews. Long three-pointer this side. Gerhardt. Battle for the rebound underneath. Controlled by Spurlock. Her short jumper air ball. Huddleston controls at the buzzer. So your score, the final from Hester Gibbs Court here at Campbell Brandon Gymnasium, homecoming night. Your final score, the Lady Stars of Siegel 60, the Blue Devil